Today I'm heading off back to the Lake District. Been at home for the last week. I'm going to head off to Tarn House today. We'll see what it's like. See you there. So it's time for a bit of an update on where we stand with the trip and the van. Well, it's now the early part of November and the van is currently back with me and is off the road. I have found a company that will fix the van and that came recommended by a friend, but we're looking at the beginning of January before they can get it in, unfortunately. It's going to cost about £5,000 to get the van done, so that's going to give me a little bit of time to organise a loan and decide what I'm going to do in the interim. Now, on average, when I go on one of these trips, it involves booking a hotel room for a couple of nights, about £90 worth of fuel, and then you've got your food costs on, and you're spending around about £250, £270. Now, that's for a couple of nights. In the van, that's a couple of weeks. So after this trip, I think there's going to be one more to the Lake District. Then we'll be heading towards December, which is got my birthday in it, and that's got a trip planned, but that won't be vlogged. And then it'll be Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoy these next couple of videos, even though you're watching them in February, I believe. And I will catch you guys in what for me is the new year. Well, here we are then, Tarn House. After a 4-hour drive with one stop for a coffee, we're finally here. So I'm looking for some colour today, but it's really overcast. So I think we're going to do some mountain shots as well. I'm going to try and pick out a few vignettes of kind of autumn colour. The silver birches have gone over now, but the deciduous stuff looks like it's coming into play. So yeah, I did see a shot on the way down as we came over the hill towards the car park that I definitely want to get. Probably a square crop, but it's a shot of the view of the mountains. So we will get that. But first, I'm going to have a little check out of what's left of Tarn House, where the mountain views open up. No, not wise to go over a cattle grid without looking. Careful. Brand new boots as well, so I could slip at any time. They do have Vibram soles. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. There you go, check that out, eh? I don't care if it's dark, light, it's raining, it's sunny, I don't care. That is epic. Right. So I want a shot of that. I want a shot of that from further back up the hill that we saw when we were driving in. I'm also going to check out these trees over here. Oh, what a beauty. Okay, I like that. I've really had to travel no distance to get this. So we've got the silver birch in there that have gone over, obviously. So they're barren, completely bare. But then I think that's oak. I haven't got a clue, I'll be quite honest, when it comes to deciduous trees. But that's got green and yellow all over it. So if I can get those silver birch with that as a backdrop, that's going to be some lovely contrast, especially in this slightly damp condition. Well, I've kind of slightly worked the angles on this. I've got a little bit of elevation, and it's just a choice of what I'm going to shoot it at. So I think it's going to be probably either a square or a 16:9. Yeah, I do have to watch out for the two trees that are around the wall. They're just sticking up, so I don't want them in the shot. I'm set up for the first shot, which is the square shot. As you zoom in, it's not as good looking as it is from here, but still worth it, still worth it. Got the polarizer on, make those colours pop. Let's do that, then I'll take the pan in and I'll show you now. Right, that's them done. Let's move over there and see if we can get a shot of this lovely mountain range. Just no light on it. It's such a shame. The clouds that are low are moving quite fast, so there's a chance that the opening that's can you see it from there? There's one over there, just there, that opening. That there, as it passes, could be shedding some light on these mountains. So that's a couple rattled off, whilst I've got that foreboding sky over the top of it. Now that's the Langdale Pikes, I know. I don't know what that is over there. It's a big one. I believe that's Coniston. And, well, if I can get the cloud to, well, the gap to come over from that side, which it's kind of slowly is, it's the low cloud that's moving fast, the high cloud hardly moving at all. I might just get some light on that scene. I don't know. Well, unfortunately it didn't move across, but that's the thing with landscape photography. You get what you get on the day, and it's your job to deal with it. So a shot of the Langdale Pikes it was, and one looking towards the Coniston area, a little bit closer in. Okay, so we're going to shoot off now, and we're going to go up the road, up the hill, nice, and we're going to take it from the other perspective. Yeah, I can say that. That's the Langdale Pikes. I believe one of those is Home Fell, and I have taken a shot of the Langdale Pikes from Home Fell itself, so I'll put that up for you to enjoy because I'm nice like that. Well, as I was passing by, I had to get a couple of reflection shots, didn't I? Really need some light on this scene, but I mean, the colours are so vibrant. It works anyway. I can do something with it in post-production. So you've got a nice orange tree over in the background there, just nestled in those green ones, and then you've got the peak above it. So that kind of holds things together, I believe. And then of course you've got the island shot. Classic one. You've got no separation from the background, that's the only trouble. So it's relying on the reflection and the sky to balance out the shot, and then you've got the darker colours in the middle. Hopefully it works. That's a gorgeous place to be. Well, look at that magnificent beast over there. That certainly stands out from the crowd on its own. It's the most vibrant thing I've come across here. So we keep walking, but I've got to keep looking behind because that's what I'm looking for. That shot there with those trees at the bottom with all the colour and the Langdale Pikes fully opened up. That's what I want. I think I may have gone past the angle I need, but we'll have a quick wander up and have a look, and then we're probably going to start running out of light. I better check what time it is. Right guys, we got an angle on the tree. I've got to be quick. All right, I need to get this mountain shot because it's going to be dark in a minute. We're set up for the shot. Yep. So I've got Langdale Pikes in the background, and then I've got all of those lovely colourful trees in the foreground. Yeah, all I'm waiting for now is, because we're so close to sunset, I'm waiting for that gap in the clouds there to kind of go over it a touch, and then hopefully that's going to illuminate the mountain. But yeah, I think I'm clutching at straws. Well, unfortunately that gap wouldn't appear for me again. But hey ho, these are the trials and tribulations of a landscape photographer. It just means I'll have to come back another time. Well, that's it, it's all gone. Yeah, it's sunset now, so there's definitely not going to be any more light on that subject. But the ones I've got, I'm very, very happy with, because there's so much contrast in the colours. It does work. It's just going to be a moodier one. You put some light on it and it's going to pop like mad. But it still does pop. So, yeah, but I think you see it. I might have another go at the tree just before I go. I'll see you guys in the next one.